Hello and welcome back to Subnautica with myself, Hollow. This is a quite cramped and filled aquarium now, and a lot of people were letting me know I can actually stack them on top of each other, so I could actually put one on the higher level. That would be cool, I think, to give these more space. And some people mentioned you could do like a tower of aquariums where you could swim up instead of using ladders, which would be kind of cool. But let's be honest, it's not going to fit. It's already cramped down there in the storage room. I don't think that's going to work. Maybe in the future, something to think about. But for now, I think we need to just keep it going how it is. And I might need to actually start eating some of these instead of just like filling it. And also, you know, they are reproducing more and more. You can see that I've also got a new one, the hoopfish down there. Tiny one. We're seeing a lot more breeds coming in, which is nice. We also have the boomerangs in there now as well. So, in prep for last time, I went around and got some quartz because I had none left. And you may have noted, a lot of you did, that the power of my base was being absolutely devastated by these spotlights. I had 3 on there, I had 4 on there, I had like 5 or 6 on the secondary base, and it couldn't keep up, and it was losing power just all the time. So I figured I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to make more of these panels so that I can keep getting more power, and very importantly, I'm going to go ahead and take a bunch of the spotlights off. So now we only have 1 where we had 3 on the tower of, I guess, functionality, where we have the storeroom and we have the like workroom. There's only 1 there now. And then we have 2 on here instead of 4. I also took a bunch of those off. There's still more than we need, 3, I would say. But it still looks cool and I like it. And I wanna at least have some. So there you go. I've also cut up the coral that was being annoying here. Someone left a tip saying you could actually cut them and it'll destroy them. And it worked. So thank you very much for that. And we're also going to go ahead and make ourselves a foundation that's going to attach to this. And the reason for that is we need another pad for power. We need a lot of power. I mean, it gives more like hull power and whole like strength is the word, which is very good. But the real reason I'm doing that is so I can have another power pad. Well, that's awkward. There's this awkward gap right there. I forced to put it there. It wouldn't let me place it there. Oh well, it works. So now we have a bunch more, which is lovely. And we'll fill that up with whatever else we want. We could even put some plants on it. We go inside. 650 power. Now, as you can see, it is still being drained. It's still dropping despite that amount of panels. And it's because it's night. They only generate at daytime. And these spotlights just kill my power at night, even though I have this many. So, let's say I fill it up. And it's doing great, whatever, with power during the day. Ultimately, the spotlights are going to drain it. So, I don't know. I really like them. I really like how they look, but it's not functional. It just kills the power. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do on that one, but I think we'll leave it for this episode. I also have to address another thing. I don't really want to talk about it, but I kind of need to. Let's be honest. The creep vine. So I was confused last time. I went to the creep vine biome and cut the seed clusters, and I was like, it doesn't work. Like, you guys said that I need to cut them, but I don't need to cut them. Look, it doesn't work. In my defense, right, I was literally going off this information. You need to go cut the seed clusters, and then that's how it works. I just needed to pick the seed clusters up. Like, I just needed to, like, pick them up with my hands. I mean, it seems completely obvious to me now. It even says the word seed in its name. But I'm so used to using these for, like, I guess silicone and just other things, you know, the uses, that for some reason in my brain at the time, I'm learning about placing seeds, right? I'm learning about farming, and I've learned that you need to cut like everything. If you want any of it, you need to cut it to get the seed instead of just picking it up and planting that. And you can just pick it up and you can just plant it. So it works perfectly fine. I just put them in a bunch. Look at that. I can clearly see that there's actually seed clusters on that. So these normal creep vine ones are just like not really, I don't even want them. There's no reason to have them. But what I'll do is I'll slowly cut them down and use them for power with the bioreactor, which is fine. But hey, we worked it out, guys. You know, we came to a conclusion, and And it works now. I'm just stupid, apparently. And now we can see our powers shooting back up, despite it being used by the lights. Because it's daytime, we have enough solar panels to just get through it. But again, it is seeping up a lot of power, and I might just take more off. But I do love how they look. I don't know, I feel like I wish I could turn them on and off a little bit. So I mentioned what I wanted to do this time on the last episode. I'd like to maybe work my way around getting a new Cyclops, working on that. And I want to go back to the island and gather as much as I can. We're talking about bringing back a lot of seeds. I think the order of which I do that is very important, because I could go there with my Seamoth and put a bunch in my locker and all that, but it probably will be a pain. You know, ultimately, we're talking about a trip that's going to need a lot of inventory space, more than my Seamoth could have even if it had multiple lockers. I think what I need to do is make a Cyclops, put some lockers in there, and just get a fuck ton and bring it back. Meaning we need to get the Cyclops first. And so this time we're going to head out into the world and go find a mushroom biome, because that's where I found the bridge, the one bridge fragment I found. And I know I need 2 more, so hopefully I can find 2 more. But in the interest of fun and variety before we do that, I need to see what this heat signature... I want to go over to it. It could be a mushroom biome. You know, there's one specific one out there that has like a giant tree that's unique by its heat signature, which was really cool when we found that. But, you know, there's also a good chance it could be something else entirely. Here we are. We're back here. I remember the fun we've had here. But I wonder what that heat signature is. I want to know. We'll go over there, I guess. Yeah, so I know a lot about the game, but I don't know everything before these patches happened, these 6 months of patches. And now, obviously, there's a lot more to the game that I don't know. So, you know, hopefully I can find out as we play more. But who knows what this heat signature could be. I can't actually take the Seamoth down here. It will be just crushed by the pressure. I don't see anything. I mean, obviously I see this cool, like, ball things and the trees. Oh, it's like an underground volcano type thing. That's what it is. We actually have blueprint here. Terraformer. Things that we've already got. That's a shame. But we can take away from that we have a heat signature that shows us exactly where to go to get to that. I think that's the Grand Reef, actually. Wouldn't that mean we're kind of near the island, actually? Yeah, we're behind the ship. Well then. Oh my god, it's just there. Okay. I guess we're going to the island first then. Never mind. All my plans are ruined. But, I mean, on the bright side, we have a signal that takes us straight to the island. And we can go ahead and grab ourselves a nice screenshot. Never mind, actually. It's really blurry down here. I mean, I guess I could take, like, a screenshot of this, but I don't know whether this is intended or not to be as blurry as it is. Whatever, it looks nice. And wait for it. Bang. There we go. I don't know whether it's supposed to be blurry like it is down here. It didn't used to be. I know it didn't used to be as blurry as that. But maybe they wanted it to be more blurry and sort of suspicious and ominous underneath the island. Nevertheless, it is good to be back. We do have plenty of inventory space. We've got a couple of nice screenshots of this place, but I bet there's plenty more we could get. So what we want is a lot of flowers that we can put on the surface, but we specifically want the ones that we can eat. So there's some trees that basically make like a plant you can eat, like hanging fruit. So we're going to try and find a couple of those. I don't really know how to get the hanging fruit though. Maybe I plant the hanging fruit itself instead of just eating it. It's a species I've not really looked at or seen before. The purple vase plant. It looks like a vase, or vase, I guess, however you say it. However you want to say it. But it's got like these gross veins going up it. I feel kind of bad to like slash it, but how big is that? Pretty big. They do look nice, I must admit. we could have like a couple of those around the base. But really, I got to be very careful because my inventory is already very full, and I've already used the entire storage space of my Seamoth, which is why I said maybe I should get my Cyclops first, so I can carry all this. But that's just not how it ended up. Oh, it's turning dark. We better hurry up. There's also these purple vegetables that I left behind that do take up quite a big spot, but you know they do feed you, so I'll try and get some. But this isn't the right one. I need to go to the other one. But hey, at least I got some purple vegetables. I've got to go to the other side next. Okay, we're at the other base. There's the tree that we were talking about. Okay, we need to make sure we do this right, because I don't want to destroy it. So, do I take the hanging fruit and plant that? Yes, look, it's green. You know, I didn't realize that's how it worked when I was first here, did I? I'm actually going to drop the lithium, because I don't need that. I'll drink this water to make space. I can make first aid anywhere. I'll get rid of that. I'm going to drop it here. And then we will also drop a pink flower seed, so we should be able to get one more. So that's how you do it. So I'll need to plant these two, I guess. Hopefully that will grow one of these trees. And we'll be able to grow two, and then from there we'll have more seeds. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to keep coming back here constantly. And it's not that bad, but it is a journey to make. I want to make sure I get as much from this as I can. So my inventory is completely filled. The space inside of the Seamoth, the locker, is also completely filled with a variety of things. So hopefully we have a nice setup. And, you know, there's a lot of water here. I don't know. I feel like if the moon was that close, maybe there'd be a lot more, like, aggressive waves and storms and things like that. But, I don't know. It looks like a moon. Guess it's a planet. And we're back safe and sound. And we're going to beautify this base even more now. Very excited. Doing okay on power right now. Good to see. It's about to drop a lot more because of the Seamoth, who has lost all of his colour, apparently. Goodness. Okay, so what we can do now is get these plant pots and fill it. But don't forget, we also have indoor plant pots as well, like these indoor grow beds. So we're going to need a lot of titanium. So where am I going to fit an indoor grow bed like this? It takes up a lot of space. I think maybe in the corner where I don't want to walk, but at the end of the day, there's only where the desk is that sort of fits that description. It's going to be in the way no matter where I put it. So we'll put it here in this corner where it's going to be the least in the way. Right here. Still kind of looks out of place. So you have purple vegetables. They're getting old already, so we've got to use it right away. There we go. We'll get a hanging fruit. We'll have one in this side and then one on the other side for both of those. So I've got to be quick. And I'll put this on the other inside the other base right now. I think this one, you know what? It's not going to fit. I know it's not going to fit. I have a plan. What we can do is build an observatory, like we were saying, and put them in there, just like it's done. Oh, that looks a bit laggy. There we go. Now they're in. We're gonna like build an observatory that maybe comes out over here. Hopefully this works. Please don't break. And we're good. Look at that. I wanted a really long corridor that didn't need a foundation, made from glass. Looks really nice. Okay, let's go inside. And then put the tree at the end of the corridor. Look at that. Oh, yeah. There we go. I'm just going to put a bunch of plants in here. Like so. Get the old hanging, get the vase, a bunch of pink flowers. We're also going to go get some mushrooms to put in there. And then it'll be full of just nice plants that are going to grow and also be really useful on top of being pretty. There we go. It's now filled. And it'll all be growing very shortly. Let's quickly check on the one in the other building. That hopefully should be looking a little bit more grown. You can see that they are growing a lot faster, yes. It's going to have a bit of life in here. Oh, God, yes. So, I want some plant pots. Just putting some plant pots down and around the place. Breathing life into the room. Like so. And we'll just try and fit just like one type of plant, at very least, in as many of them as we can get. Looks good. Like they're all growing, but they're gonna get bigger and bigger, obviously. but they're growing, and I've got a room filled with life now, and it looks really nice. I wish this could be positioned a bit better, admittedly, but it's done the job, you know? It's done the job. And we've got the aquarium underneath. As you can see, life has bloomed in this room. Oh my god. The vase plant's growing now. I put one of these in, 80%. We got the hanging fruit tree almost 100%. And the purple vegetable plant thing. We actually have it growing some vegetables that I can eat, which will give me food and hydration, sort of renewably, sustainably. And I've realised these pink flowers have no room, really. But it just gives me like a more. Amazingly. Oh my god, what have I just done? Whoops. Better be quick about that. Oh my god. Where did I put it? It's in power, it's in power, it's in power. Welder, welder, welder. Okay, thank you very much. Come back up here. 4. And then fix this. Just go ahead and fix this. It's fine, no problem. Just go ahead and fix this. Oh. Oh, okay. I gotta be careful with my knife. For God's sake. Oh my god. All of these plants would have, like, been destroyed, basically. But that gives me space now. Because I've picked up, you know, a bunch more. I should be able to... Oh, no. I should be able to fill these up properly. There we go. All these plant pots are basically, like, filled to the brim. And I'm able to, like, generate my own ones now. That's really cool. Okay, we still have a lot more to get rid of, though. And please don't stab the wall. I'm unable to reach this pink flower with my knife from any angle. That's infuriating. If you have any tips on how to deal with this shit, I can't get it. You're not allowed to left click to pick these up. You need to pick up mushrooms. So you have to cut these. But I could only cut the ones on the outer rim. I can't cut the one on the middle from, like, any angle. I don't know why. I have the inventory space, let me tell you. But I was thinking it'd be nice if we got some more plant pots and filled this sort of corridor right here with sort of a walkway almost of life and plants. Hopefully it doesn't get in the way or anything like that as you walk. But look at that, we now have some plant pots walking down this corridor. I'm sure we'll have more eventually. How are these things doing? We've got 77%. They're doing very well. I think what I'm going to have to do is plant the other vegetables in here, because I can at least I can actually get rid of these pink mushrooms, unlike these well, this specific one right here with the pink flowers. So I can place that, and then that'll grow, and that'll generate more food, thankfully. See, this one I can already pick some from, so it's a good way to get food at very least. Oh yeah, and we've got the hanging fruit tree already growing some hanging fruit. Actually already done it. Awesome. So quick. This is still so annoying. Please help me. Don't know what to do to get rid of it. But now we must go to the mushroom biome, or the mushroom forest, and get ourselves 2 of those bridges for the Cyclops like we originally intended. Whoops. And we are here. Awesome. A long time since I've used that functionality. I'm not sure it's really going to help me spot what I'm looking for, which is, of course, the bridges. Now, what they look like are essentially steering wheels. That's how I would describe them. They're basically just steering wheels from the Cyclops. So they're quite small and hard to spot. There's actually a lot of lithium here, and I'll probably grab some while we're here. Unnecessarily, but, you know, as a backup if we ever need them. But why don't we get a nice screenshot while we're here? Because I've not got one of the mushroom biome. Oh, that's really nice. Look at that. Bang. Get a second one just in case. Bang. With all those fish there as well. That was a lovely shot right there. But they're quite hard to spot because they're small. You know, it is just a steering wheel. So I just quickly Googled it, and it turns out the one that I found must not have technically been. Technically, it wasn't actually in a mushroom biome. Son of a bitch. It's in the dunes. And I must have, like, been in the dunes a tiny bit. The sand dunes are basically, like, empty wastes. I hear a Reaper. I hear a Reaper. In fact, this is the same Reaper as last time. It's the same one. It's hanging out. Oh, God, it's there. It's right there. It is hanging out in the exact same place. Oh my god, look at it. Don't fucking look at me. Piece of shit. I gotta move. Don't want that thing looking at me. Someone mentioned that there's a biome, a mountain biome or something like that, right next to a Reaper. And there was some sort of resource that I was right next to. I didn't get. I can see it. This thing. Do I fucking dare? I can see it. Oh my god, I'm going for it. Magic something. Okay? I think that might be maybe the compass thing. I sure hope it only requires one, dude. Fortunately, I just found a second one. I don't know if that's the same Reaper or not. Could be a different one. Oh, I hate this. This is horrible. Fucking horrifying, dude. We got 3. I hope that's enough. Here's the 4th one. Okay, 4 is definitely enough. I see what you mean though, like these spikes, the mountains. I see what you mean, but I wouldn't really call them mountains. I would call them spikes. Check out that music, by the way. I've never heard this song before. Very cool. I love the beat. Maybe it's like the mountain biome like music. Unique to it or something. Okay, so I went the wrong way to get to the dunes. I've realized where I was. I got something very valuable while I was there, though. Those Magetites. Magetites didn't really read what it said. So there's the engine of a Cyclops. But we're after the bridge. I really don't want to go out into the dunes because I swear I just think that's where they spawn. Where Reapers can spawn. We're at the edge now of the dunes. I'm looking out at them as dawn breaks. Didn't want to go out while it was night. I feel like that's kind of understandable. But we'll start to see more light seep in here. Yeah, it looks like that's my only choice. Get out. Swim. Have you ever felt unsafe? I felt unsafe. Felt unsafe about now. Well, there's fragments out here. Don't know of what. Base filtration fragment. Oh, whoa! So that's where you get the fucking filter from now. Besides, you know, the one that we got beforehand.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Wow. Okay, well, you can get one of 2 of those filtration things in a shipwreck. But apparently you can also get them out here. In the dunes. That's so fucking good. I miss that machine so much because it was just so useful. Thank God for that. It's so blank out here. So empty. Maybe I'm not searching the right place, because what I did is I googled, you know, where to find it, and everyone was agreeing you find the bridge fragments out in the dunes. And some people said they had issues with it. But I don't know, like, I feel like I should have found one by now. I've been out here a while. I must have been very lucky to see the one that I did. Because I've seen none. So if you're someone in the know, and you know a lot about Subnautica, maybe you've done it yourself. Where did you find your Cyclops bridge fragments? Because I'm feeling a little bit lost right now in regards to them. Well, we're back safe and sound. My character's doing okay, but he could certainly eat and drink something. And I have the perfect meal in mind just for that. How many do we have? Oh, yeah. Look how many that's grown.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Oh, that's just so fucking useful. It's just so useful. Holy shit. God damn, that's great. So, it sucks that we didn't quite succeed in the thing that we were going out to get. But, we did unlock the filtration machine. There it is. It only requires 2 titanium to make. That's so insane. I can only think to put a multi-purpose room on top here for the space for this filtration machine. I just couldn't find the space. So, hopefully this works okay. I'm going to need some more titanium for a ladder here. But I'm not sure where I'm going to fit this ladder. In the middle, maybe? Getting a bit cramped in here now. I guess it fits and it's not too in the way. But this room's getting crazy now. I have to sort it out. Yeah, look, now we can fit up here with the filtration machine. Hell yeah. Check that out. Fuck yeah. And you don't need to do anything. It just needs power. And it's just going to work. Awesome. It's so good to have another one. Oh, it's so good to have another one. It does take up a bit of power when it works, but it doesn't work forever. It just takes some time. We might make multiple. That could be like a room filled with these, in fact. And we could just have an awesome supply of water from here. That sounds like a good idea. We need to make that top level look cool next time, maybe. But I'm very happy with our progress today. We've got such a nice looking base now. Look at that. And it's functionally so useful as well. But don't forget this side. It looks phenomenal. God damn. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you would like to see more, do leave a like. Let me know if you want more. And any advice on, getting those Cyclops bridge fragments, please let me know. I was struggling. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you guys next time.